looking live at Lady Cats softball here in Skidmore-Tynan, ISD, Skidmore, Texas. The Refugio Lady Cats come into town to take on the Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats. Just a game apart in district. Skidmore-Tynan 6-2, Refugio 5-3. The last time these two met, back in Refugio, 11-6 was the final in favor of Skidmore-Tynan. Looking at the district, kind of going a little bit by memory as I have some of my papers put away. I foresee a windy evening. Of course, Woodsboro out there at 8-0. The only difference from before yesterday, because yesterday was a makeup game between Port Aransas and Skidmore-Tynan, is Skidmore-Tynan moved up to 6-2 and Port Aransas moved to 2-6. They put up a good fight last night, scored the first 3 runs, and then 13 straight by Skidmore-Tynan. All 13 after the lightning delay. So, Battle of the Lady Cats here tonight at Skidmore-Tynan ISD. This is ST Lady Cat Nation. My name is Amador Ramirez.
You know how they had the other girls do it in high school?
I'm sorry? Oh, he gave it to me. Yeah. I got a snapshot of it. Oh no! There we go.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we're still trying to set up here. My apologies. Now my tripod. I don't know who he belongs to, but he's grabbing the tripod.
Jennifer. Jessica. Your baby's grabbing his tripod.
Thank you, I appreciate it. He can come and commentate if he'd like.
Oh no, you don't want to know what he got. He take after his mama.
How old is he?
16 months.
16 months. He would do better than I do. 16 months was grabbing my tripod, and it caused a little bit of a topple over. Refugio fan. But as we get rolling here, let's look at and not in numerical order, but the Refugio Lady Cats. Number 4, Addison Lenny. Number 7, Simber Cancino. Number 15, Emma Meza. Number 1, Sadie Wills. Number 22, Adriana Lara. Number 14, Brady Fox Smith. Number 10, Aubrey Brown. Number 12, Renee Carroll. Number 8, Mabry Garza. Number 5, Jasmine Howard. Number 11, Lakin Cancino. Number 2, Cassidy Repka, who's going to be on second base right next to her parents, her mom Misty, helping me out here. Number 3, Jose Lynn Lewis. And then number 13, Salem Bass. Number 21, Ava Solis. And then let's turn it over to our PA announcer, Mr. Derek Franco.
And your Refugio Lady Cat. Line up for your Refugio Lady Cat. Starting off number 11, El Cancino. Number 3, Jay Lewis. Number 5, Jay Howard. Number 1, C. Will. Number 8, M. Garza. Number 12, R. Carroll. Number 10, A. Brown. Number 15, E. Mesa. Number 2, K. Repka. Number 7, C. Cancino. Number 4, A. Lenny. Number 13, S. Bass. Number 21, A. Solis. Number 22, A. Lara. The Refugio Lady Cats are head coach Tim Brand and Jay Rosa. Now for your Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cat. Number 8, Brogan Schmidt. number 6, Jolie Mann. Number 23, Sydney Sweeney. Number 14, Mia Bricenio. Number 13, Lily Hernandez. Number 2, Alexis Flores. Number 5, Haley Rodriguez. Number 9, Chloe Franco. Number 11, Jenna Vasquez. Number 7.
Nothing at all.
Are you just saying that because you
Number 1, Olivia.
I got the automatic bleeper. No, I don't.
Number 12, Jenkins Salinas. Number 17, Dana
replace the
Sanchez.
batteries now?
And number 21, Emma Koenig. Your Lady Cats are led by Coach Tiffany Gonzalez, Brenda Duran, and Coach Kenya.
And you've heard our PA announcer, Derek Franco, introduce the lineups for both Lady Cats, Refugio and Skidmore-Tynan. Refugio 5-3, taking on 6-2, Skidmore-Tynan. So we could end up in a tie by the time this evening ends, or we could have a Skidmore-Tynan 2-game lead. But nonetheless, both behind Woodsboro, up 8-0 in district. Woodsboro really taking care of business. But I like the fact that we get 2 rounds. You get to see each team twice, once at home and once on the road. Skidmore-Tynan defeated Refugio 11-6. Back in Refugio now. This is game 2. Lakin Casino will lead it off here in the top of the first for Refugio. Again, you got the Refugio, you got the Refugio. Coach Megan Frankie. It's Megan Frankie, right? The coach. It's Frankie. Oh, it is? Oh, that's another team then. Franz, Coach Franz. That's why I got Misty to my right. She's going to correct me. Coach Franz heading against Coach Gonzalez. And assisted, of course, Coach Gonzalez by Coach Duran and Coach Pena. Here we go. It's going to be Jolie Mann. On the mound behind the plate will be Brogan Schmidt. Leading off, Lakin Casino. Start off with a strike by Jolie Mann for Skidmore-Tynan. I'm going to have to say Skidmore-Tynan and Refugio, as both teams are Lady Cats. 1-1. Got Swinney on first. Ali Hernandez on second. 1-2. Fouled back. Mia Brezenio at shortstop. Haley Rodriguez, third base. Looks like Chloe Franco out at left field. Alexis Flores at center. And Jenna Vasquez at right field. And a single over to center. And Cancino with a leadoff single for Refugio.
Good job, babe.
I have found a spot on the visitor's side, which can be quite entertaining. I did have a 16-month-old tear down my camera just a moment ago, but all is good. Cancino. Giselle Lewis to bat for Refugio. Refugio with the orange on gray with the black pants. And 1-1. Again, Cancino looking to steal. Schmidt to Brezenio. Took down a runner last night here against Port Aransas. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Cancino at first. Coach Franz barking out instructions to Lewis. It's going to be foul ball. And everybody will go right back. Cancino back to first. Lewis back to the plate as the blue umpire, call him blue, you know what I'm talking about, calls a foul ball. So 1-2 the count. Man on the batter right now. And a swing and a miss. Jasmine Howard at right field, batting third for the Refugio Lady Cats. Swing and a miss. Again, Brezenio Hernandez keeping tabs on second base. Cancino with a leadoff single on first. Back to first, checking the runner at first is Brogan Schmidt to Sydney Swinney. 1-1 the count, one out, one runner on, one's across the board, top of the first. And a strike call, 1-2 now. Take time and thank Lorinda Mann for providing stats from last night's game, and she's doing that for me throughout the. That's a foul back, 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Cancino, the leadoff runner, on a single to center. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3, 2 down. Sadie Wills, the lefty, to the plate with Cancino on first, 2 outs. Well, that one hit her in the head. Luckily, we wear special gear, so Wills at first. You could hear that one. Cancino in scoring position. Mabry Garza, related to a very special friend of mine, Linda Garza, former Coastal Bend College, always Coastal Bend College, Linda Garza. Strike called. Runners on first and second, 2 out. Garza at the plate. Strike 2. Runners are going to be pretty much locked in unless they're going to try to do a double steal. But with 2 outs, I don't think that's feasible. Or or even suggestible, if that's a word.
Ball.
1-2 the count, 2 outs. 2 runners on, first and second. Cancino and Wills on second and first. Swing and a miss, and that will end the top of the first. 3 strikeouts here in the top of the first for Joe Lehman. Here come the Lady Cats of Skidmore-Tynan.
All over.
Hope he calls both ways.
Let's see if it goes the other way too.
You don't see a USB cable down there somewhere. I don't know if it flew away or not.
What are you looking for?
Thank you. I have to ask my friend Ryan if he has an extra one.
At least he's got one friend.
Yeah. I was He's got Billy too. Well, should we go to a commercial on that topic? Okay.
Leading off for the Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats, number 8, Brogan Schmidt.
Brogan Schmidt. Well, lead off. I am actually looking around for there's a little bit of a wind, and I'm hoping I'm not going to need that USB cable, but we'll figure it out. I may have to step down a little bit at the bottom of at the end of the first. Brogan Schmidt, 1-0 the count. On the mound, number 7, Simber Cancino.
Go, baby.
For Refugio. Garza at first. Repka at second base. And we'll call him
Ball 3.
3-0 the count. Looks like Lewis at short. That was low, ball 4. Here comes Joe Lehman.
Joe Lehman. Joe makes it to first base. Ranks up number 23 for the Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats.
Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner, and it looks like Emma Koenig to run for Joe Lehman on the intentional walk. So nobody out, 2 runners on. Koenig on first. Schmidt on second, and here comes Sydney Swinney. Strike call, Simbers Cancino. And this is going to go through the legs, and it's going to be a single. Everyone's safe.
Bases are loaded.
Ready, Lakin?
Brings up number 14.
Lakin Casino on third base.
Mia
Bresenio with the bases loaded, nobody out. This is exactly what a batter wants to see.
Go, Lakey Bay.
Schmidt on third. And a good stop by the Cats. not sure.
Let it be a wall, Emma.
Emma Meza doing a good job there behind the plate. Otherwise,
Runner on.
Brogan Schmidt was heading home. Bases loaded, 1-0. That's high.
Stop, Emma.
Again, 2 back-to-back stops by Emma Meza. That's Cancino on third.
You got this, baby.
I believe it was Lewis at shortstop. Repka at second.
Yeah.
Outside. 3-0.
Somebody got to clean it up, man.
Go, babe. There you go.
Strike call.
3 balls and 1 strike. I can be ready, baby. It's coming.
Yes! Oh, wow! Woo! Pretty pitch, babe!
Brogan Schmidt bringing in the first run from third. Bases remain loaded, and it's Lily Hernandez to the plate.
Nice, babe.
Koenig on third. Swinney on second. Brezenio on first.
Cover!
And again, a good recovery there and a good cover by Cancino, as well as Garza from first. Good trio effort there by Refugio.
Let's go, babe. Go, Sam.
Strike call. 1-1. If you're hearing any other bats cracking, it's over on our left side, south of here. Skidmore-Tynan hosting Kennedy. This one goes back on the road, so Cancino up on the hitter, Hernandez. 1-2. Bases loaded, 1-0 Skidmore-Tynan here in the bottom of the first.
Be aggressive, baby.
Nobody out.
There you go.
And this is tapped over. It's going to land there at left field, and everyone's safe. In comes Koenig, just prancing home.
Number 2 for the Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats.
2-0. The lefty. Alexis Flores, center fielder. Looking at bases loaded, nobody out. Taking the pitch from Cancino. And right to Cancino for one, and a good sacrifices 3, 1 runner in, but good job, and Simber Cancino, a good stop, but Flores does what she needs to. Now the open base is first, runners on second and third, 3-0. Haley Rodriguez with 1 out. She's hit a 3-run shot and a grand slam. And this is high up in left field, and it will land. Here comes all the way home, and the runners will stay on first and second. And Brezenio putting up the 4th run.
Number 9,
Chloe Franco to the plate. Lily Hernandez on second, and you've got
This one right here, Mama.
Haley Rodriguez on first. Chloe Franco. As a foul ball. Cancino trying to weather this storm in the bottom of the first. Taking care of that grounder right to her and over to Garza for the first out.
You ready, 11?
And this is going past, and it's going to be out. Out at second.
And tag it with the glove, right?
Are they calling it safe? don't know if there was an override. Now they're going to have a little conference here. It was one called it out, the other called it safe. Right now the bases are loaded.
She's after. Literally.
And she is called out at second. So runners at the corners. 2 outs.
Oh my dude, that was like so.
He told her she would have
Lily Hernandez at third.
2 out.
Chloe Franco at first.
Hey, push 7.
Here's Jenna Vasquez, who's been sporting a hot bat lately.
Yay!
And Franco will take second. So now runners at second and third. Franco at second. Hernandez at third. Here's Vasquez with 0-1. Good stop by Meza.
Way to stop
One
it.
ball and 1 strike.
Runner on 3, babe.
Hands a little high. That's going to be 2-1. 2 outs. 2 runners on. They're on second and third.
Hey, dig deep, kid.
Second, Franco. Third, Hernandez. Vasquez at the plate.
Let him work.
Hands a little outside. 3-1 the
3
count.
balls and 1 strike on Vasquez.
Come back, babe.
On deck is top of the order, Brogan Schmidt.
Come back, baby.
Hasn't taken her catcher's gear off yet. Waiting to see what Vasquez does. And full count, 2 outs. Runners will be going.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
Bottom of the first inning. ST 4, Refugio 0. 3-2 the count.
put it in there.
As ball 4. And Jenna Vasquez will take first. Base is loaded for Brogan Schmidt, who now has to unravel herself over with her catcher's gear. Brogan Schmidt, top of the order.
Ball 1.
Go, baby.
Low ball.
2-0. You got Jolie Mann on deck. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Time called.
Time is called.
Meza will hit to the mound to talk to Cancino, as will the infield for Refugio. Schmidt heads over to Coach Gonzalez with Jolie Mann on deck.
Let's go, babe. You got this. Push 7. Come on, baby.
Lily Hernandez on third. Mia Brezenio on second. Jenna Vasquez on first. 2 outs. Brogan Schmidt at the plate. That's 3-0 the count, so this would bring in a run. So now Cancino down to the batter. 3 balls and no strikes. You kind of figure Schmidt's going to take this one.
Yay!
And a strike called.
3 balls and 1 strike on Schmidt.
I took that picture. I said, there it is. I said, your boy ain't as good as you think.
And hit by a pitch going there, and in comes Lily Hernandez for the 5th run.
Take it off.
Jolie Mann coming up.
Jolie Mann with the bases loaded. Schmidt on first. Jenna Vasquez on second. Chloe Franco. Gonna have Olivia Kinney will be the courtesy pinch runner. Gonna sit down the catcher to get her all garbed up for the second inning. She's got Jolie Mann. And on deck, Sydney Swinney.
Good job, baby.
We're gonna have a pitching change. That'll be Aubrey Brown in relief of Simber Cancino. About to face Jolie Mann. If you walk her, that does bring in a run. Not what Refugio wants to do, but she has been putting a few out of the park. A weapon on defense and a weapon on offense, but something's got to give here. Again, Aubrey Brown on the mound for Refugio. Made a comment that I'm always technologically prepared, and I am, but I may have run over to the tennis and golf interviews and lost a USB cable, but I've got one in my car. I'm a nerd. I think I'll be okay.
That bad boy's gonna go for a ride.
Aubrey Brown, number 10, in relief of Simber Cancino, will be tossing the ball for Refugio, and to the plate comes Jolie Mann with the bases loaded. Franco on third, Vasquez on second, and the pinch runner Olivia Kinney on first. Here we go. And nobody takes a base.
Ball one with the first pitch.
And I guess it hit her. I don't know. Hit by a pitch. Chloe Franco brings in the sixth run. And now Sydney Swinney. Courtesy runner will be Emma Kenny again for Jolie Mann. Sydney Swinney with the bases loaded.
Oh my God. She was like, wait, what? Like, she's like, oh.
And foul ball to the right side.
She was
I heard it.
Oh, you can go over there anytime whenever you're ready.
I got my boy here, got my bag.
No. Take him with you.
0-1 the count. And back to the dressing rooms. 0-2, so Brown quickly
I could have heard it nick the glove.
top of the batter.
Yeah, I could have heard it nick the glove.
So Brown has an opportunity to get the third out here on Sydney Swinney. And now here comes the runner and a slide. That was Jenna Vasquez. I think she enjoyed the slide. And now runners on second and third. Bringing in 7-0. Skidmore-Tynan. Now you've got Olivia Kinney on third. And this one's out to right field, and it is taken there by the right field, Howard. And that will end the first inning. On to the second. Skidmore-Tynan 7, Refugio 0.
I do.
Yeah, dude.
Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats back were hot at the bottom of the first.
So if you have an opportunity to head over to ST Lady Cat Nation, I did do, I conducted an interview with some tennis players and some golf players. On the tennis side, we had Audrey Vasquez and Samantha Shugaric. And over in golf, we had William Sturgeon and Keithan Wilson. And they're talking about their showing, if you will, in the last showings in golf and tennis. Trying to make sure my camera's good here. And so if you want to head back over to ST Lady Cat Nation and watch those interviews, golf is a 2-rounder. So Coach Stowe, you guys did a brilliant job. Kyler Wilson, wonderful job. And Coach Buckner, your tennis girls did wonderfully. Fantastic by some of our Skidmore-Tynan athletes in tennis and golf. So head back over to ST Lady Cat Nation and listen to the interview. So here we go. Number 12 is our left fielder.
Let's go, Renee.
That's Renee Carroll. I didn't sort my numbers. Hey, if you're going to get a wild pitch, this is the time to do it. Coach Franz over on the third base, coaching Carroll from left field. He plays left field, batting now in the top of the second. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Man brings it down just a little bit.
Let's go, baby. Relax, kid. Way to watch.
And the second wild pitch there. Man is a little bit like, okay, what's going on here? She has a good habit of recomposing herself.
Let's go, Renee. When you on, baby.
2-1 the count. Renee Carroll. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2.
Let's go, Renee. You got this, baby. Let's go.
Where's your... I thought it was Way to watch.
And that's the third wild pitch, which is the 3-2 count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So during this at bat with Renee Carroll, man's either been on target or way off target on that one. 3-2 the count. And she's on target on that one. And that's what matters. Out number 1. Jolie Mann with her 4th strikeout.
Brown.
Let's go, Aubrey.
Aubrey Brown, the pitcher, to the plate. Swings took off a little early. I think she was trying to get a hit and take off to first base. Strike 2. Kind of leaving the plate a little early is Aubrey Brown. Pitch is about 3/4 of the way. She leans forward. That's a way to watch that one for Aubrey Brown. 2-1, 1-2 rather, 1 out. Jolie Mann working on pretty much perfection. 4 strikeouts, I should say. 3 in the first inning, and make that 5.
Brings up number 15 for your Refugio Lady Cats. Mesa.
Go, Emma Jo.
Emma Meza to the plate for Refugio.
Let's go, Emma.
In the top of the second.
Ball 1.
Nobody on that. No urgency by Brogan Schmidt when nobody's on. Like I said, if you're going to throw some wild pitches, do it now. And a few of them thrown a little early, but that's okay. 2-0 the count. Skidmore-Tynan up 7-0 here in the top of the second. 6-2. Strike versus 5-3. Skidmore-Tynan 6-2 in district. Starting up their second round, if you will. Last night in a makeup game against Port Aransas was a lightning game, a swing and a miss. 2-2. The lightning game was delayed. It is on our ST Lady Cat Nation YouTube if you'd like to go watch it. A 3-0 start for Port Aransas, and then swing and a miss. And we go to the bottom of the second. That is 6 strikeouts for Jolie Mann. Here come the Lady Cats. But if you want to head back to the ST Lady Cat Nation YouTube and watch the Port Aransas game, Port Aransas starting off beautifully. Pitching beautifully. Skidmore-Tynan bats had not woken up. And then after the lightning storm, all of a sudden 13 straight runs by Skidmore-Tynan to take it 13-3. So 3-0 start for Port Aransas. It ended 13-3 in the 6th inning. So putting the Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats at 6-2. Again, Refugio 5-3, tied with Kennedy. And alone in first is Woodsboro and the Lady Eagles. Skidmore-Tynan will head to Pettis on Friday night to take on the Lady Eagles. Back-to-back games here Monday and Tuesday. I'll get a little bit of a break Wednesday and Thursday. And then again Friday. Good throw there by Meza. So bottom of the second inning. Mia Bresenio, number 14, leading off the bottom of the second for Skidmore-Tynan. I'm going to do my own sponsorship at the end of this inning. Some of the people that have made this ST Lady Cat Nation and ST Bobcat Nation just a success. I'm going to run down all those people that are responsible, and I'm just the one having fun here. Brown gets a strike in there, 1-1 to Bresenio. And I don't know if they're here, but I believe Brenda and Frank Mann, as he calls himself, Pancho Hombre, somewhere over in Castroville. I always get the O-R and the R-O messed up. I think it's near San Antonio, but I hope y'all are watching, and your granddaughter's doing a great job on the mound, as usual. 3-1 the count. So to the Mann family, it was a pleasure meeting you guys. I enjoyed talking to y'all. It was fun. But if y'all aren't here, if you were here, I'm going to seek you out. If you're not here, hello. And as always, God bless you guys. Y'all are wonderful. This has been fun meeting different people. Oh, that one hit a little bit.
That wasn't
Mia Bresenio took one to the back there. Lily Hernandez.
That was too much. Yeah.
Sure everything's okay there with Coach Duran and
That was
Mia Bresenio.
of a rib.
Well, let's hope it hits. Let's hope it was hitting a metal or something. I don't know. Yeah. Here comes Lily Hernandez to the plate. You know, last night against Port Aransas, Lily Hernandez started off the bottom of the 4th inning, the 8-run inning. She started it off, and she slid into home. Oh, and there's another hit. That's number 17. That's what her dad, Joe Hernandez, said. And they're going to take a little visit to the mound. Here comes Alexis Flores, our lefty. A lefty Flores. Let's talk about the twos. Let's see if we get a deuces wild on the board tonight for number 2. But again, we got 2 Skidmore-Tynan players right now that were hit, and I'm sure they're going to want to come around and make it home. And Alexis Flores can make that happen. 2 players hit by a pitch. Lily Hernandez is known for that. Swing and a miss. A nice pitch by Aubrey Brown. Oh, a good stop by Meza. Otherwise, those runners are heading to second and third. Again, Brezenio on second. Hernandez on first. Alexis Flores at the plate. And a good stop by Meza.
Way to stop it, Emma.
2-1 the count.
Wall, babe.
2 nights here where the opponents have had some great catching. Hey, no, Brogan Schmidt brings her game, but you had some catchers that are doing their job last night and tonight. Again, making sure the runner stayed at first and second. Emma Meza. Mabry Garza, number 8, at first. Again, Belit Lewis at shortstop, and then you've got Repka at second. It's outside. That's ball 4. Bases loaded. Nobody out for Haley Rodriguez, who has a grand slam this season.
Lincoln, watch that line, Lincoln.
Here's Haley Rodriguez.
0.026.
That was high. So nobody out. Haley Rodriguez at the plate. Mia Brezenio at third. Lily Hernandez at second. And Alexis Flores at first. First 2 were hit by pitches. It's stopped by Meza. And Alexis Flores walks on 4 balls. And now it's Haley Rodriguez just looking for something good to swing at here. 2-0. That's a strike call. Aubrey Brown. Just joining us, Skidmore-Tynan with a 7-run bottom of the first. And here they are with the bases loaded, nobody out, bottom of the second. Swing and a miss. 2-2. And Jolie Mann on the mound. 6 strikeouts. Now, folks, it's about as much as you can get in 2 innings. 6. Perfect. And here comes a runner. It's going to be close. Safe. That's Mia Brezenio sliding in. Good effort by Emma Meza over to Aubrey Brown. Called safe. Runners advance on second and third. So Brezenio ended up with a few bruises here by the end of the evening. 8-0. So now there's an open base, full count. Runners on second and third. And a swing and a miss. 1 down. Here comes Chloe Franco with 2 runners on. Chloe Franco with Alexis Flores on second. Lily Hernandez on third. Nobody on first. 1 out.
low ball.
Again, I'm over and over. I'm going to let you know Emma Meza doing great behind the plate. A little ball exchange here. Chloe Franco
One ball, no
trying to bring these runs in to give them, although we got to go at least 3 innings.
Ball 2.
Two the count to Chloe Franco. Swing and a miss, and she could afford to green light that one, but 2-1 the count, 1 out. 2 runners on. And the ball is loose, nobody goes. Everybody was like, let's go for it, Lily. But the dugout's over there. But Coach Gonzalez knows what she's doing. Held her back. 3-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Chloe Franco, let's see if they give her the green light here. And she went for a high one, but full count to Chloe Franco.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
So Brown doing good, striking out Haley Rodriguez for out number 1, and now a strike away from getting the second out here with Chloe Franco. Full count, 1 out. Runners on second and third.
Outside.
And she will take first on a walk.
Brings up number 11.
So that puts Franco on first, Flores on second, Hernandez on third. Jenna Vasquez to the plate with the bases loaded and 1 out. Strike call. Right now, I don't think runners will advance unless there's a wild pitch, and you got Lily Hernandez. You can bet Coach is watching the pitch carefully here. Strike 2. Jenna Vasquez looks at 2 pitches from Brown. Beautifully placed. And this is going to go up the middle. In comes 1 run. And everyone is safe.
Everybody safe on base.
Lily Hernandez brings in run number 9. Bases remain loaded. In the top of the order, coming to bat for the third time, is Brogan Schmidt. You got Alexis Flores on third. Chloe Franco on second. Jenna Vasquez on first. 1 out. Brogan Schmidt.
5 ball, 1.
I know Brogan Schmidt's part of the golf team, and she did very well in round 1 at the Palmilla Golf Course in Port Aransas. So I'm going to call hers like a golf game here. To the plate, Brogan Schmidt. And she gets hit by a pitch. So she will go to first base. Brogan Schmidt. In comes Alexis Flores. Get a visit to the mound. You can hear some of the action over there. Kennedy taking on Skidmore-Tynan. Skidmore-Tynan still looking for their first district win. You can catch that at ST Bobcat Nation. With Ray Ramirez. No relation to Ray and Armidas that I know of, but if there's anyone I would want to be related to, it would be the Ray and Armidas family. They're wonderful people. They both have done a great job bringing up their kids. Respectful, always, just so polite.
Number 6, Jolie Mann comes up to plate.
Jolie Mann with the bases loaded. Chloe Franco on third. Jenna Vasquez on second. Brogan Schmidt on first.
Razor or the glove.
It's Jolie Mann. One ball, there's one out right now, and there's nothing that Jolie Mann would want more than a grand slam right here. I'm going to say that each time so that way it's going to look like I predicted it. Second ball, they're not going to give her anything great to hit. When she sees it, she goes after it. Even if it's a matter of hitting it deep into left field or center field or right field, you can bring in the runner. That's ball 3, and that's Chloe Franco, where you can tag up. 3-0 is the count on Jolie Mann. As though for ball 4 brings in Chloe Franco. Sure, we're going to have a courtesy runner here. Sydney Swinney to the plate with the bases loaded, and as always, for Jolie Mann, in comes Emma Koenig. Emma Koenig again to run. You got Jenna Vasquez on third. You've Brogan Schmidt on second, and Koenig on first. A swing and a miss. One out here in the bottom of the second. And a high.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Again, bases loaded. The only thing that's going to advance the runners normally would be a pitch, a wild pitch that Coach Gonzalez is going to have to decide, hey, do I send her or not? And this one's hit out to center field. Grand slam! Sydney Swinney!
What was that? What was that one part you said?
She's been waiting for this one. Sydney Swinney, 4-run blast, grand slam. I have not prepared a Sydney Swinney home run, especially a grand slam, but oh my goodness. That went out to center field. Sydney Swinney.
That was a pretty hit, so I had it. I have it.
Number 4.
Gonna have to get a hold of Sydney Swinney after the game.
Hey, ready to pitch?
Go, Addie.
Addison Linney will be warming up for Refugio. Sydney Swinney has been waiting for that one. 15-0. Bottom of the second.
Brings up number 14 to your Skidmore-Tynan lady cats.
Mia Bresenio,
Bresenio.
after that excitement, Mia Bresenio comes to the plate.
Go, Addie.
Addison Linney now to
Yeah.
and strikes out with a strike. Mom and Dad, great people, Melissa, and always Ryan Linney, proud dad right now. He streams at the RSN Network, Refugio Sports Network. 1-1 the count, 1 out.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Nice. Woo.
5 balls.
2-1 the count, 1 out.
2 balls, 1 strike. Somebody said.
Mia
Go, babe.
Bresenio.
Can't miss that one twice.
He's been swinging now.
Ball 3.
3-1 the count to Bresenio.
Here we go, Addie. What?
Ball 4, and Bresenio will take first after the walk.
Brings up number 7 to your Skidmore-Tynan lady cats. Hernandez.
Ali Hernandez to the plate. Second baseman.
Go, Addie. Nice.
Strike called. And a good backup by Lewis there. Otherwise, that ball's going to center field. Bresenio would go to second, but here is Ali Hernandez. And right there by Meza for the second out for Refugio.
Brings up number 2 to your Skidmore-Tynan lady cats.
Alexis Flores with the one runner at first, and that is Mia Bresenio. 2 outs.
Go, Addie.
Ball. Bresenio trying to get into scoring position. See if Meza to Lewis or to Repka. And that goes back so quickly. 1-2, or 1-1 rather.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Go, Addie.
1-1 the count, 2 outs. The highlight was the grand slam by Sydney Swinney. Try to catch her for post-game interview.
Okay.
Foul ball.
One more, babe.
1-2, 1 strike away from ending the bottom of the second.
She got the one girl the other day.
Go, Addie.
Yeah. Yeah. She should picture right here.
And Bresenio will take second. So now scoring. So now what that means is that
Nice pitch, babe.
if Flores can put one deep into the near the wall or in a gap, that would bring Bresenio in. And that's why you do what you do. Good coaching by Duran and by Gonzalez and, of course, Coach Peña.
I think she would get
Pick it up, babe.
Ball 3. Brings us up to 14.
Addison Linney on the
Go
mound.
get it, baby.
Full count, 2 outs. So the advantage here goes to the runner. He's pulling my leg. Thank you. And Alexis Flores will get
Brings up number 5 to
So runners on first and second. Alexis Flores took a hit to that arm, and the lefty gets it in the right arm. It's kind of gone a little bit limp on her. So Brazenius remains on second. And here is Haley Rodriguez for Skidmore-Tynan.
Hey, 2 down, babe. Go get it, 4. Go, Addie. You can, babe.
Ball called. And Mameza taking the pitches from Addison Lenny, daughter of my good friend Ryan Lenny, running the RSN show. And this one's a tapper right to shortstop. Lewis takes care of it. And that ends the second inning. On to the third.
Good job, Addie.
Said I was going to thank a lot of people here. Let's take it back all the way back to football season. Of course, starting off with the ST Bobcat Nation. You know, with football, of course, we had myself, Ray Ramirez, and Ryan Franco. But Kyler Wilson bringing us in through other aspects and done a brilliant job with the Skidmore-Tynan Athletic Booster Club and president. So great doing that. And then that was last year. This year we kind of took it to another level. We did a little bit more, I should say I took it to another level. Ray Ramirez was already doing extracurricular stuff, so credit to him. But we took it to junior varsity football and junior high through public address announcing, and then also through broadcasting through ST Bobcat Nation. We went over and started looking at some volleyball, and Kelly Robin, wonderful. I was able to team up with her, and she was doing and is doing a great job in that aspect. Sylvia Moron as well. And so we went that route, and then there's volleyball playoffs, and then of course we got basketball for the boys and the girls. And here we are with baseball and softball. And then of course we want to do more track and field, powerlifting, tennis, golf. We're trying to get track and field. I think I covered that. So I'm trying to cover every athletic platform there is, if you will. Here we go, top of the third. Cassidy Repka, second base tonight for Refugio.
See it, Cassidy.
2-0. And we're in the top of the third inning. Skidmore-Tynan with the lead over the Lady Cats of Refugio. Skidmore-Tynan looking to go 7-2. Oh, and almost a brilliant catch there by Brogan Schmidt. 2-1 the count to Cassidy Repka.
Come here. You just scared me. Watch,
3-1 the count to Repka, second baseman.
Base runner, Cassidy. Make sure it's there.
Go, Cass.
Sweeney and Rodriguez charging the plate. And it's going to be a walk. Cassidy Repka to first.
You at home, baby.
Cancino to the batter's box with Repka on first. Lewis on deck.
What do you want her to run to the ball? Say, what do you want her to run to the ball?
Lake and Casino. Oh, and a good check back over there.
Hey, send that on a ride, babe.
Lake and Casino at the plate with Cassidy Repka at first. And oh, good stop by Brogan Schmidt. 2-1 the count. And Repka will take second.
Gotta be good, babe. 31.
3-1. So a ball away from putting 2 runners on. The Lady Cats of Skidmore-Tynan trying to
Come on, babe. Hard, babe.
hold Refugio to 5 runs or less here. Three and 1 to Casino. Strike call.
Wow.
Full count to Cancino.
Wrong sport. Dig it out the dirt, kid. Let's go.
Check it, Lakin.
That one just a little bit out of reach. Full count to Lincoln Cancino. Repka at second. And it's a pop up there to second. And it's here comes Repka to third. And safe at second. Ali Hernandez with a good effort.
Good job, Lakin.
Zaylin Lewis
Way to go, 1-1.
to the plate with Repka on third and Cancino on second.
Load early, babe. Load early.
And I think they were trying to do a force out, and there was not a runner on second. That loads up the bases. Jasmine Howard at right field. Bases loaded. Nobody out.
Go, Jasmine. Base hit.
A good bunt there.
Come on, Jazz.
And I think the fielders from Skidmore-Tynan. And it gets by. Rosanio in comes 2 runs. In comes the third run. And it's going to be a triple. Howard clearing the bases as Howard all the way to third for Refugio.
Nice hit, baby. Good job, Jazzy. Woo!
Coach is going to the mound.
I love how they waited to the 3rd inning to play softball. Lordy.
Bases loaded.
Brings up number 1 for you, Refugio.
They don't score. It's over, right? Go, say, girl.
Go, Sadie. You got this.
City Wills to the plate for Refugio with Howard at third. 3 runs already.
Way to watch, baby.
And in comes Howard for the third run. So that clears the bases. So basically it's not quite a grand slam for Howard, but she cleared the bases and came on home. So 4 runs nonetheless. Here's Sadie Wills, 1-0.
baby, go! Go!
Out to Ali Hernandez. I was writing down some numbers and
All right, baby, need another
my
runner,
apologies
baby.
for that. Top of the third, 1 out.
Four in the book.
Go, May.
Come on, man. Drop it, man.
It's Mabry Garza. The bases are cleared, but Howard doing some damage there. Clearing the bases, 3 runs, and then coming on a wild pitch. So 4-0. I should say 4-0 here in the third inning, but 4 runs scored nonetheless. 1-2 the count, 1 out.
Keep your head in there, man.
The Refugio faithful still rooting, as is the dugout.
Oh, there goes Justice. No.
And there goes
Watch it, May.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Mabry Garza. 1-2, 1 out. On that first out.
High ball, 2 balls, 2
On that out is a good cover by Ali Hernandez because Sidney Swinney was rushing the plate. And so good effort there. And then the toss over from man to Ali Hernandez for the first out here in the top of the third. Swing and a miss for the second out.
All right, okay, let's go, baby.
Renee Carroll, left fielder, to the plate with 2 outs.
Or Carroll.
Everything's what?
Renee Carroll.
Come on, Renee. Drive it, man.
On deck is the
go, Renee.
pitcher, Aubrey
Leader.
Brown. Swing and a miss.
Let's go.
Go, babe, watch contact.
Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Not sure what the update is. I get locked into the softball game, but JV and varsity, of course, happening at ST Bobcat Nation, and I don't know which game is on yet. And she slaps one out over left. And a single.
There you
And
go, Renee.
Renee Carroll, and now the pitcher,
Come back, kid.
Aubrey Brown, to try to keep this inning alive for Refugio. Aubrey Brown, the pitcher, with Renee Carroll on first for Refugio. And Carroll will take second.
You looking at third?
All right, just send it back to the pitcher.
Job, Renee.
0-1 with Carroll on second.
Oh, and 1 is a
Coach wants an answer on that. Said it was 1 ball. I see 1 strike. Strike 1. Well, that was kind of an obvious one. It was a foul. Renee Carroll on second, representing the 5th run. Oh, and that's not. Well, let's see. We got a little bit of a Renee Carroll having some fun out there. Keep it back here. Jolie Mann to Aubrey Brown. Pitcher to pitcher. Seems like the game slowed down a little bit. Two and one the count. A little bit of a disruption in the game right here. Slowed it down a little bit, but here we go. Aubrey Brown at the plate. Renee Carroll at second. And this is a foul, and no one can get to it. Those are the ones you kind of want to run down. 2 and 2. 2 outs to number 10. Aubrey Brown. On deck is the catcher, Emma Meza. And one goes over to the baseball field. Two and 2 with 2 outs. Renee Carroll on second. And Carroll will go to third. Yeah, I think she's going to have to come back. It's 3 and 2. April Fools. That's a good April Fools.
April Fools.
2 and 2 the count. Strike 3. We go to the bottom of the third.
David, how you doing, bub? Can't be offering beer out there.
Root beer.
That brings up number 9 for your Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cat, Chloe Franco.
And we go to the bottom of the third with Chloe Franco leading off. ST up 15 to 4. Boy, I'm ahead of myself. Strike called, and Addison Linney on the mound. I also want to thank Lorinda Mann, who has been just invaluable during softball season. Derek, Charity, Franco, the number of people.
Go, Abby.
Jennifer Swinney, who, LaDawn, my friend LaDawn, always helping out. 2 and 2 the count here in the bottom of the third. 2 and 1 rather.
Go, Addie.
Saw 2-2 up there, but it's 2-1. Chloe Franco. And she taps it. It's going to land. And safe on first is Chloe Franco. She continues to get on base, does Miss Franco. Jenna Vasquez, who is always likes to get her jersey dirty.
You all right?
I think every sport I've covered except football, I've seen Jenna Vasquez. Try to keep an eye on Chloe Franco on first. Let's give more time to trying to get a few runs here to try to end it early, but got a long way to go. Again, Addison Linney on the mound. Jenna Vasquez, 1-1 is the call. The count. Coach Dudan coaching first. Coach Gonzalez at third.
Nice, babe. Ooh, pretty pitch, kid.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
You're good. The inside corner counts too, baby. Hey.
And that one goes to second. Little bobble, and it's safe on the bobble. Second is short. 2 on. Good stop by Repka. And a good toss over to second, just unable to control the throw. Here comes Brogan Schmidt. Top of the order. This will be the 4th round. Brogan Schmidt to the plate with 2 runners on. Chloe Franco on second. Jenna Vasquez on first. Bottom of the 3rd, nobody out. 2 runners on, 1-0 the count to Schmidt. Brogan Schmidt.
Go, Eddie.
At the Masters.
Nice.
1 ball, 1 strike on Schmidt. High ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Well, I did misplace in the run over to the interviews a cable that I may need. So I may leave the camera positioned and run across the street to get a cable. Meza attempting that. So, and unfortunately I apologize for that, but we're going to leave it rolling. I'm going to try to keep it at this angle when I get to a certain point.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Go, Eddie, come get her.
And I apologize for that, but I do have my technologies, but I got to go get my backup because the other one swung off somewhere, and I don't know where it is. We'll see how it goes here. We'll go a couple. See what the Lady Cats can do. And that one's over to short. Out. Safe at first.
All the way around.
So nicely done by Lincoln Casino.
Good job.
1 out.
Hey, good work.
Well, you got 2 runners on, so it could be an intentional walk here, maybe, with Sydney Swinney, who comes off a grand slam.
Hey, you're good. Just work. Have fun. You ready, Sadie?
Ball 1.
So 1 out. Jenna Vasquez on second, and Brogan Schmidt on first. Hope my camera doesn't fly away. It's not too windy, but windy enough. And this is going to be a hit left center. It's going to get past. Here comes
cutoff man drops the ball.
Comes Jenna Vasquez for the 16th run. So a stand-up double
I don't care who's calling
16-4.
for Jolie Mann on second.
Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats lead.
all the way.
Brogan Schmidt on third. Sydney Swinney, I'm going to go right after the.
Next up, number 23 for your Skidmore-Tynan.
We're going to have a courtesy runner.
Swinging in.
But I'm gonna wait for Swinney to do her thing, and then I'm going to
Way to be there, Sadie!
get my cable that I need to extend this game.
Shoot more, kid!
Emma Koenig, courtesy runner on second.
Don't play with the cutoff, man!
Brogan
Get into four!
Schmidt on third. Here's Sydney Swinney. I think I got my Swinney home run call.
Yes!
Mezza for the second out.
Job 1-5. That's two, Addie!
Well, if
One
we
more,
get another
Addie.
out, it'll give me a chance to. Olivia Kinney will run
Olivia Kinney coming in.
for Brogan
Go, Addie.
Schmidt. So you've got two courtesy runners on base right now, second and third.
Got this.
And Mia Brezenia with two outs trying to get these two in.
Ball.
Plug it up. That's battery
Oh
pack.
my gosh, thank you so much. I lost mine,
Go
Ray.
to yourself, Papa.
You came to the rescue. Man, thank you so much,
Oh,
Ray.
yeah.
I was about to dart over to my car. or I was going to tell you to go to the car. Hey, so let's wait till maybe we can get in between innings and I'll get a little update from you, Ray. I take it the games are over, right?
For the boys, yes.
We'll talk in a little bit. Mia Brezenia, two outs, 3-0 count. Two courtesy runners on right now, Kenny and Kinney. Trying to end it earlier, the Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats. I'll talk to my co-broadcaster partner, Ray Bermudez, in between innings. 3-1 is the count. Addison Linney on the mound. Again, Mia Brezenia looking to bring in the two runners in scoring position. And bases loaded for Ray, Joe's daughter, who gets hit 17 times already, I think. I think that's the number right now, 17.
Go, Cats!
Which would hurt, would help, but I think she'd rather hit a grand slam right now. Lily Hernandez, bases loaded.
Do this, baby. Let's go.
It's like being two-minute drill at the end of the fourth quarter in the Super Bowl right now for Lily. And it's going to land, and everybody's safe. Olivia Kinney comes in for the 17th run. Kinney up on third. Brezenia on second. Lily Hernandez on first. And the lefty, the southpaw. Ray, Alexis Flores, I call her a lefty Flores. A lefty. Up by 13. Let's see what she can do here. And here comes the runner and safe.
Way to be there, May.
That's Koenig brings in the 18th run, and that puts Brezenia on third,
Can't let this run
Hernandez
score.
on
Gotta be a
second.
wall.
18-4, a 14-run lead at this particular juncture.
Go, Eddie, you gotta get her.
And you got a lefty hitter, Ray, that really, she's been planting it out at right center. With her lefty, she tends to pull it over here, so 1-0 is the count. 2-0. On deck is Haley Rodriguez, who earlier this season, well, actually at Refugio, she had a 3-run shot, and back home here, a grand slam did Haley Rodriguez. And Ray, I got to tell you about a grand slam tonight. I don't know if you heard the crowd.
No, we couldn't hear. We could barely hear y'all over there.
Sydney Swinney, grand slam tonight, right to center.
Come back, babe.
And Refugio, their 4 runs came on it was Jasmine Brown, the right fielder. Jasmine Howard, I should say. Aubrey Brown is the pitcher, or was the pitcher. Strike called. She hit one that almost left the park, but cleared the bases, and then she ended up coming in on a wild pitch, and that's where they got their 4 runs. And we'll talk about Skidmore-Tynan's 18 runs. 3-1. And ball 4. Bases loaded for Haley Rodriguez.
Haley Rodriguez.
I think she's due up.
Get out of it.
2 outs.
Any base.
Get this down. Let's go, kid.
Up by that number 14 is the cushion right now for Skidmore-Tynan. Haley Rodriguez. The bottom of the 3rd. Struck out the last time at bat, but has been tearing it up as of late.
Nice.
And that one is going to Cancino for the Lady Cats. Leave the bases loaded. 18-4. And you know, Ray, these differential games, I have to look to see, like, did they call it already? No, they're coming back out. They got to do. So we're going to move on to the 4th, and I'll talk to Ray Ramirez real quick. We'll go here. 18-4 as we move into the 4th inning. Skidmore-Tynan and Jolie Mann, of course, has really been. We got CBS and ESPN going on at the same time, Ryan. I think. PBS.
Public broadcasting over here.
So you got Big Bird over there?
Yes, sir.
To my left side, we've got the Refugio Sports Network. So, Ray, we're moving to the 4th inning, and thank you for bringing me power.
Oh, yeah,
man.
no problem.
I appreciate it because I lost a cord when I went to interview the golf and the tennis players. They did great interviews. These young ladies and young men that are performing like excellently. But so I had to go. Let's start out with the scores. Kennedy, right? It was Kennedy.
Bobcats fell 12-0. Still looking for that first win on district.
Varsity was 12-0.
Yeah. JV lost 9-7. But of course, JV was the 3 runs or 3 outs, whichever comes first. So, yeah, unfortunately, our bats didn't get hot tonight. So,
still looking. Yeah, still looking.
Yep.
But you know, we talk about like that. I like the 2 rounds in district.
Yes, and Friday we start our 2nd round against Woodsboro.
I know softball's a little bit ahead.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And that's number 15, the catcher. That's Emma Meza. Emma Meza doing a great job behind the plate there tonight, Ray. She's done let anything go by. 18-4 is our score right now, and Jolie Mann's still on the mound, and she's got plenty of time to call a strike. 0-2 to Meza. Like I said, Jolie Mann pitching back-to-back games. We had the makeup game last night, Ray, against Port Aransas, and then tonight. And a swing and a miss. I lost track of her strikeout, but I think, well, let's just put it this way. First 2 innings, she had 6 strikeouts, so you get an idea. She put everybody out. She hasn't pitched a perfect game, but she has struck out. And, of course, that one, and foul ball.
Yes, good job.
Yeah, you got to be heads up and throw it, and then you can call it back. I would have still thrown it.
Did it hit you?
Because you pick up the ball, Ray, and you're looking at the umpire, and you're like, okay, I am going to throw it to first regardless.
Yeah.
You can always. Repka. It's Cassidy Repka, the second baseman tonight for Refugio. I'm kind of looking around, Ray. I'm not trying to.
Go, Cass.
We don't have a big fan turnout tonight.
No, we
do
don't.
Keep your head in.
I think
Get around on it.
Refugio is representing. They're lined up over on the right field line. And a strikeout, number 2. Lakin Cancino, the third baseman. We had 3 pitchers so far for Refugio. Cinder Cancino. They brought in Aubrey Brown. And the third one.
Going straight to your car.
Speaking of which, I got a new car, but my wife won't let it bring me to a baseball or a softball game because of the because of the balls. I'll have to park at the football field or something. But again, I have Ray Ramirez, and I was going down the line, Ray, talking about, and that one goes right to third out, and we're going to move to the bottom of the 4th, and with a 14-run differential, I believe one more run. And we moved to the bottom of the 4th inning. But Ray, we were talking about all the different sports, and I appreciate you because even last year you were covering basketball way before
moved
before
over.
I joined in, and but there were so many people. And if I'm leaving somebody out, please, we moved, of course, in football. It was myself, yourself, Ryan Franco. We had Kyler Wilson. I'm trying to think of some of the others during football season, but
We had Joe Hernandez and
Joe
C1A helping.
Lily's dad,
Yep.
Stephen A. Ramirez. Just a lot of people during there. And we kicked it over not only with public address announcing, but JV, and we did junior high.
Right.
And then we got real excited because you had done basketball the year before. I jumped over and joined Kelly Robin for some volleyball, and then basketball later with Sylvia Moron. And so we did that. And then here we are. You're covering baseball. I'm covering softball. And we're trying to get recognition for the tennis, for golf. You've been talking a lot about track and field.
Well, Thursday there's a district meet.
Yeah, we need to talk about that one. Yeah, it's just it helps the more the merrier. But and Derek Franco, public address announcer, had called some games as well for us.
Y'all got this.
Ready, Cass?
Chloe Franco, bottom of the 4th, trying to put up a run. Skidmore-Tynan has done, and that's a foul ball over to the dugout. Track and field, you said, is Thursday. I was asked by Coach, right to my right, Coach Duran, that, hey, you want to come over and cover a junior high, the girls softball, and you were going to cover a junior high event coming up. Baseball, was it, or
Friday?
Friday. Okay.
So we have a Friday. We have a 3:45 junior high, 5 o'clock JV, and 7 o'clock varsity on Friday.
So we're trying to hit I hate to say the underclassmen, but that's kind of what they are. But you're hearing from both of us. We took it because of conflicts. We set up an ST Lady Cat Nation YouTube. We quickly got 100 subscribers. We would like a lot more, like what we have at ST Bobcat Nation, but we want that one to grow too. Because we know we're going to have conflicts at times with the girls and the boys.
Yep.
And there's a few other ideas, Ray, been tossing around in my head when I can't sleep. But I think our off season will probably be summertime. We can sit and regroup, storyboard, plan things out. Even cross country. You know, we had a state finalist, and oh my gosh, she played basketball too. Why am I losing her name? And I apologize for that. She'll come to me in a little bit. We had the state finalist in powerlifting, Lily Hernandez. I always tell people too that the football team for Skidmore-Tynan lost to the eventual state champion,
Yes.
Ganado Indians, and the volleyball lost to the Johnson City Lady Eagles, who eventually won the championship. So we're like one step away.
Yes.
And the volleyball took it to the second round. So, and I don't know why I'm forgetting our cross country, and I am so sorry.
Right.
I only called her
fighting, kid.
several times during basketball season.
Last name was Flores, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I wish I had my roster from basketball season. Look at that. I'm gonna get some flack on that one. I'll put it out later at ST Bobcat Nation Facebook that I messed up and I forgot a name. And that one goes back. Man, 3-1. Chloe Franco hanging in there, Ray. It's been a long event.
Score.
We've covered 17 topics since the time she's been batting. 3-2 full count. Lady Cats of Skidmore-Tynan trying to get one more run in. But I thank Ray for bringing me some power. I was telling them that I'm gonna leave it right here.
Yeah, I jumped on it on my truck.
I'll come right back.
I jumped on ST Lady Cat Nation.
And that is. I've gotten very good about my camera work, except for like that. Hey, regards.
I just jumped on and I heard I'm gonna leave it right here. I need to go get power. I'm like, I'm gonna take a
Thank
power
you so
real quick.
much. No, that's perfect. That's beautiful.
I have to have power. I do 2 games back to back,
And I do. It's just that I didn't have my adapter. I got the other one in my back pocket. Jenna Vasquez to the plate. Well, now we can go 7 innings. I'm gonna be holding you up. What time in the night is it? 9:07.
it's a late game for
Central
y'all.
Standard Time. Actually, last night was later. I think I got home at. It might have gone near 10 o'clock because of the lightning delay last night against Port Aransas. Jenna Vasquez.
Yeah, I ran for a little bit in Vivo when y'all had the lightning break.
I think it was just between. Oh, you don't want to do the chop.
Yeah,
Kind of just took a chop on that one.
go, Addie.
You either got the chop or you got the golf swing, and you got to eliminate those.
Come on, one more, babe.
Yes, sir.
1-2, the count.
I find the middle.
Bases
four.
empty,
Right
1
here,
out.
baby.
Jenna
Right
Vasquez.
here, Addie.
Addison Lenny. And that's going to be going to land right there, right past the shortstop for a single for Vasquez, who you can tell by her uniform, she's been really busy tonight. Top of the order now, the 5th go around here, and that's Brogan Schmidt, the catcher. Yeah, we had
Go,
a
ladies.
grand slam from Sydney Swinney.
21.
She bats right behind Jolie Mann, who's usually just blast them. And that's going to be take second easy. And
Good hustle, Emma.
but Sydney Swinney batting in the order behind Jolie Mann. Well, Jolie Mann, a lot of times they'll put her on base. Well, they got to put her on base. That puts pressure on Sydney Swinney, but guess what? It was a grand slam. Oh, good stop by Meza. Good nab there by the catcher, Meza, Emma
Go, Addie. You
Meza.
can do this, babe. Let's go.
Addison Lenny is Ryan Lenny's daughter,
Okay.
and his wife Melissa's here as well. And you talk about not only inside the network of Skidmore-Tynan. Oh, Brogan Schmidt's been hit a few times tonight. So 2 runners on, 1 out. Skidmore-Tynan looking for 1 run. So Ray can get his battery back.
Actually, that goes to our camping chair. It's got heated
Oh, that's
back
Go,
and
Addie.
bottom.
New batter, new
So when it's
count.
cold outside, we turn those on with the battery pack. And
hey, there's a cold front coming. So Jolie Mann coming up to bat, and on deck, you got 2 power hitters coming up, Ray. You got Jolie Mann, and then you've got on deck Sydney Swinney, who put one out of the park in center field, and the cars. How do they not get busted windows over
I have no
there?
idea.
They're right
The
there.
baseball's always hit 3 or 4 different cars a night at the home field.
Are they going to try to walk her this time? We'll see. That'll load it up for Sydney Swinney again.
Be ready, 11.
And runners will advance to second and third. Jenna Vasquez on third and Brogan Schmidt on second. 1 out. That is an empty base on first. They have walked her.
Gotta stop the
They
run,
walked her a lot in
girls.
Refugio,
Plays it home.
which put the pressure on Sydney Sweeney. Well, she redeemed herself tonight, Ray. she got the grand slam. There was nowhere to walk Sweeney, so she said, I'm going to put it out in center field.
Ain't gonna hurt any worse than what it already is.
And here it comes, a runner. Cheno Vasquez for the slide, and that did it.
That'll be game.
That's 19-4. We'll stick around real quick, Ray, but I do want to get a hold of a few players. Well, we'll talk real quickly. The final score 19-4. Skidmore-Tynan will move to 7-2 in district. Still trying to catch Woodsboro 8-0, and I don't know who Woodsboro played tonight, but 8-0. RSN Network. Ryan Linney always doing a great job giving us stats, standings, records, everything you can think of. So thank you, Ryan Linney. But that is the score, 19-4. And Friday night, Lady Cats in Pettis, varsity. Ray, baseball. What do we got? And
Friday, we're back at home against Woodsboro. Like I said, junior high starts at 3:45, JV at 5, and varsity at 7 on Friday.
you're going to do a triple header?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to be there for 3:45.
They heat the man. I tell you, man. And so that's what we've got coming up. And that is, we had a makeup game yesterday, so Skidmore-Tynan on a little bit of a winning streak.
Woodsboro had the Yorktown today.
Woodsboro defeating Yorktown 14-4. Probably the 10-run rule, right?
Sorry?
Probably a 10-run rule.
Yeah.
But I figured, so they go 9-0. Skidmore-Tynan 7-2 back to. They will play Woodsboro here, and the other loss was against Kennedy, and Kennedy will come here. But Kennedy's been in a slump after putting it on Skidmore-Tynan in Kennedy, but coming first or second. But I don't think they're. Just got to beat Woodsboro and have somebody else beat Woodsboro to see what happens. But nonetheless, Friday night, Lady Cats in Pettis, and as Ray mentioned, keep up also with ST Bobcat Nation to catch up on baseball. And we'll bring you some other stuff. Ray's kind of jump into the junior high JV. We're already doing JV, but I'm gonna do my best to get back from San Antonio to cover a junior high game with Coach Duran. So with that, this is Ray Darmidas. My name is Amador Darmidas. No relation, but if I had to be related to somebody, he'd be the guy. Honestly, a true character, class act all the time. Anyway, this is ST Lady Cat Nation, and this is Amador Darmidas with Ray Darmidas. Good night, and God bless.